We're going to have crises about what these guys are doing, what weapons they have, don't have, and what their intentions are. And Mr. Bolton is our spokesperson up there. Now you say, well, if that's the case, the Secretary of State will go speak, and that's the case, the President go speak. But who's there day in, day out, sitting in that Security Council, making the deal, convincing people, persuading? Look, the pattern of trying to remove from their portfolios intelligence analysts who disagree with them is matched by two profoundly troubling patterns. First, we have testimony on other accounts of Mr. Bolton in speeches and testimony repeatedly sought to exaggerate intelligence on WMD issues to fit his views. He tried to do it with regard to Iraq, though on that one he had plenty of company. He tried to do it on Cuba, and even after the Iraq fiasco, he tried to do it in Syria, causing what one press account calls a revolt in the intelligence community. Second, we have what looks like a pattern of abusive behavior towards subordinates in and out of government, to use the very colorful phrase of Mr. Ford's, kiss up and kick down. The allegations came to us after last week's hearings. We've not had time to fully move them, and I'm reluctant to name the names, but you all have them. The bottom line is, I think Carl Ford, I thought he was pretty harsh saying serially abuser, but based on the assertions that have come since then, it sure looks like that. Mr. Chairman, this appointment's not an American. You know, we talk about, and I'll end with this, we talk about the fact that what we really want to do is we want to reform the UN. I'm less concerned about the interests of the UN than I am the interests of the United States of America. And how we can look straight-faced in the mirror and say, this guy is the face we want to put forward to the whole world. This guy who is going to be asking for all that same intelligence information in the capacity that he will be going to as ambassador to the UN if he goes. This guy who everybody knows that once he's elevated, to paraphrase my friend from Connecticut, what does that say? What does that say? I came forward, I told the truth, this guy's now in a higher position, I'm down here. What do you think that will have? Maybe it won't have any chilling effect. Maybe everyone has appeared to, ready to appear in the second editions of Profiles in Courage. Maybe I underestimated how many human beings are prepared to do that, but let me tell you something. We're setting ourselves up for failure here. This is not a good choice. I served here as Dick did with Barry Goldwater. I think we're the only two that served with him. And there used to be. Did you? Was he? Excuse me. I beg your pardon. Well, I was assuming you weren't that old, Senator. I apologize. I was assuming you weren't that old. He was around. The old crew here, from Lugar down to Dodd. You weren't with him. To Kerry. Okay. All right. Anyway, there was a phrase that was used relative to Barry Goldwater, and he used to kid about it when he ran. He said, "In your heart, you know he's right. In your heart." In your heart, you know this guy doesn't deserve to go to the UN. In your heart, you know that to be true. All right, follow this time. Follow your heart, not your head. Follow your heart on here, because your head's going to tell you to be really practical and don't screw around with the president's nominee. To the Coleman.
Yeah.